Coverage of the Vermont National Guard and the report released last weekend documenting areas in which it should improve. Local 44's Mike Coey joins us now live here in the studio looking at a difference of opinion when it comes to the report.
Well, Lauren, the Vermont Guard's adjutant general and a terminated longtime former member agree the Guard is comprised of an overwhelming majority of dedicated, conscientious people. But they have different views of how much value this operational assessment will have to address the issues Guard members raise. Under U.S. Army regulations, any officer assuming a new command is required to conduct a climate survey of the unit within 6 months. That includes the Vermont National Guard, which Adjutant General Gregory Knight has led since March 2019.
I could have done that, but I wanted to probably take a different perspective. I think organizationally sometimes you can be a little myopic and a little too close to problems and you may not see them.
5 years ago, the Guard terminated longtime former member Jeff Rector on charges of alleged misconduct. He claims he was let go for blowing the whistle on wrongdoing within the Guard. Rector agrees that having an outside perspective is helpful, but he believes the assessment told the Guard nothing that it didn't already know.
It highlighted all the things I brought forward. As they said in the report, these things stemmed from back in 2017 till now. So I believe that the leadership of the Vermont National Guard has known about these.
Rector was one of the current and former Guard members who spoke with V.T. Digger in 2018 about discipline, favoritism, and how reports of sexual misconduct are handled, among other things. While he was forced out, he says he's concerned about potential victims still with the Guard who might remain silent out of fear of losing their careers.
When you see the light at the end, 20 years being a retirement window, and these folks may have 16, 17 years in, and they see that 20-year mark and they want to make it there, they're not going to say anything.
After Adjutant General Knight spoke about nearsightedness, we asked, was he too close to the problems documented in the report to see them? He said that while the Guard will learn from the past,
we're getting out from under the shadow of the past, going a completely different direction. I really can't speak to, organizationally what we saw or didn't see then.
Rector says the Green Mountain State's highest elected official should step in.
Governor Scott needs to take a hard look at the leadership and make changes.
And Lauren, Major General Knight says COVID-19 was just one of the factors behind the findings not coming out until this past Sunday. The Vermont Guard's response to the January U.S. Capitol insurrection was another, as was turnover in top leadership at the National Guard Bureau, which put together the report. Live in the studio tonight, Mike Coey, Local 44 News.
Mike, an update to a story we told you